Different location today. I've had a long laying in bed, so we get started. Hang on, get the cover open. So this is where we are. We're on Thorn Road in Doncaster. My lad's playing football, so he's going to be a couple of hours. He's got a match. Well, let's get started. And it's 8:44. It'll be done by about 10:15, something like that. Good morning. So we're just walking down Thorn Road this morning. Different location today compared to normal. Let's go. This is Sandal Park. It's a bit chillier this morning, 1 degree when we woke up. All good fun. How are you doing? Norma, good morning, how are you? Good to have you here. Bit colder this morning. So we're at a different location today. My son is playing football, he's got a match up at the far end of that field. And we're going to do a massive loop all the way down, go around and come back at the top end. See how far we get time wise. I don't know how long it's going to take to get there, but let's just go. Let's crack on and see how things go. Where are you from, Norma? I can't remember, I'm sorry. Go on, Sean. Liam, hello. Morning.
Morning.
Oh. Come on, Liam. Yes, let's go. Let's go. Not sure what they're doing there. Maybe it's a park run. Some officials with mascots. Yeah, start line over there. Oh, you're California. Awesome. Great to have you here. At such a late time of night for you. So yeah, we're going to see the park runners running round when we eventually come back this direction. No worries. So, different location today. Like I say, my lad's just playing football. His match starts in about half an hour and they have a bit of training first. So, I brought him up. I've had a bit of a lay-in today, which means I'm starting later. It is quite chilly. I can feel it on my hands this morning. But it's a lovely fresh morning, Sunday morning. Let's go. Just shows, coming out at this time, a lot of the people who watch my live streams are in the United States, in that time zone. And I suppose this time on a Sunday morning there aren't as many online, apart from you diehard guys. Yeah, it's just pretty chill, isn't it, Liam? Pretty chilly, mate. So this is where they do the park run. And they come here every Saturday or Sunday morning, probably both, I don't know, but the paths get pretty muddy. I actually walked around there a week or two ago in the afternoon, did a live stream. Hi Eddie, awesome mate. Have a good one. Thanks Eddie, appreciate the support. So a different route, different things to see today. So we'll just start walking 10,000 steps as normal, every single day. Normally it's quite early, it's about 5 o'clock in the morning before work. Takes an hour and a half. But today, weekend, we've had a bit of a lay-in. Yesterday was good, we went to Manchester yesterday. We went to the indoor skydiving called iFly. It was really good fun. I didn't do it, the kids did it. But they absolutely loved it. I've actually done it before 2 times. So I was quite happy to just sit and spectate and take a few videos and watch them all smiling. It was great to see the faces. I'm just remembering it now and it's making me smile. My daughter had got the biggest smile on her face. She really had. And even my son, it was just great. Liam, your neck of the woods. Thorn Road. Are you quite close? Oh, you mean Manchester? Yeah. And then we went into the Trafford Centre, you know, because the wife decided, because she loves shopping. I'm not one for shopping, but I can't exactly say no, can I? Because it's not fair. My wife loves shopping, my daughter loves shopping, and actually my son likes shopping as well, and he's, you know, so they went shopping. I sort of just tagged along. Had a couple of hours in the Trafford Centre. That's massive, isn't it? Ah, yeah. Yeah, it's huge. We've got Meadowhall not too far from us, which is similar, but Trafford Centre is definitely bigger. Spent the first hour trying to find our way around, and then we were exhausted, so we went into the food hall and got something to eat. Looks like it's going to rain, but it's not forecast any rain today. Reet big. Hi, it's Reet big. Reet big. 24 people on. Good morning. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are from. We're just walking and talking 10,000 steps every day. Nice to have you here. Hi Tissa, how are you? Oh, I'm walking past this pub and they're cooking food. I can smell it, it smells divine. I'm quite hungry this morning, but I'll not be eating till later. Never mind. You're from Sri Lanka? That's amazing. Nice to have you here. Thank you very much for being on the live stream. Okay. So this is a different route to where I normally walk, and so there'll be different things to see. It's still pretty much the same sort of thing, walking down streets. We are hoping to go out this afternoon somewhere a bit more scenic, but we'll just have to see how the day goes and time. But hopefully we can go there and record a bit of footage, which will be nice to share, because I want to do more of that. Walking out up in the hills and things like that, instead of just walking around the streets. But I enjoy this. Liam, so you incorporate any intermittent fasting? But what we're doing, yeah, it is intermittent fasting, but we're not massively strict with it. What we're doing is we're just delaying breakfast till 11, and we try not to eat after sort of 7 or 8 p.m. But we don't stick to it every single day. But most of the days in a week we do. So and it does help. Yeah. Some days it's easy, you know, some days it's so easy to not eat until 11, and some days you're not even bothered until sort of 12 or even 1. But then other days you wake up and you're starving. Like this morning, I had a banana before I've come out on my walk, and I've had a coffee. But we don't always do that, it's not very often. Whew. Cheers. Good morning, everybody. We're just walking 10,000 steps. If this is your sort of thing, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to grow the channel, reach more people, encourage people to do the same. Other than that, enjoy the view. We're just walking around streets. We're hoping to get out somewhere a bit more scenic this afternoon, depending on the time and how the day goes. But that is the plans for this channel moving forwards. More sort of motivational, nicer areas, meaning more scenic areas. Thanks, Tissa. Liam. An obvious thing to say, but when you're busy, it's much easier to not eat. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? That is so true. So my normal sort of routine is I get up about 5 o'clock, I go straight out and do a walk, get home at 6:30, wake the wife up at 6:45 with a coffee, we chat, sat in bed for 10-15 minutes, then we get the kids up, and then it's rush, getting them ready for school, and then straight out to work. So yeah, in the week it's, like you say, it's much easier to do, isn't it? But it's so much different when you're not at work, which was the case over Christmas and the last few weeks when we had all that snow and I wasn't able to go to work. But anyway, it is what it is. So we're heading towards, you've shown a lot of discipline, thank you. Tissa, what is the state? So we are in Doncaster, which is in Yorkshire in the United Kingdom. Thanks, Liam. Trying, mate. Some days, just occasionally, some days I feel more tired than others. Yesterday I felt so tired, I didn't feel like I'd had a good sleep at all. But we got it done, and I had to drive to Manchester as well, which was about an hour and a half each way. I'm enjoying the walking. It's just so, it's nice to be outside, nice to be out in nature, and you just take it all in, taking the birds in, listening to all that. It's good. Better than being stuck in four walls, I'll tell you that. 1,000,000%. Pat, how are you, Pat? So this is day 61. 61 days. I started on November 19th. I've walked every single day, 10,000 steps, apart from a couple of days over Christmas, simply because we went away and we were in a new place where we've never been before, and the phone signal wasn't very good, and it was in the middle of the countryside, and we didn't really know where things were, and because the signal wasn't the best, I was a bit wary about where I was walking and getting lost, things like that. But managed to get out every day regardless. Thanks, Liam. Thank you. Whew. Yes. So where we're heading now, this is called Thorn Road, and this, if we carry on here, it goes straight down towards town. We go past the hospital, Doncaster Royal Infirmary. So I think depending on how long it takes to get there, we'll go down there and then sort of work our way in a big loop all the way back round and all the way back up. But I'm just keeping an eye on the time, that's all. No worries, Pat. No worries at all. I'm absolutely loving it. It's like, without, pardon the pun, it's like a breath of fresh air. So I work outdoors for my living. I've got my own business, treating people's lawns with fertiliser and weed killer, etc., trying to get them nice. And I enjoy it, but I'm handling chemicals all day, every day. And as I'm getting older now, I do think about my health a bit more. Nearly 52. It's roughly a year ago since my sister passed away. She was only 53 and she died of cancer. But, you know, we've all moved on from that. But the point is, you've got to live your life and try and be as healthy as you can. So that's what I'm trying to do. This is what kind of motivating me, is to lead a less stressful, more physical life and get out and about and enjoy nature more. That's literally all I want from life. Tobias, how are you? Good morning. Thanks for popping in, Tobias. Yeah, Liam, it wasn't very good, to be fair. She had cancer. And maybe she'd had it a very small amount, which the doctor said there was no need to do anything. It was like a blood cancer, because it was so small. But they kept monitoring her, and she had that for a few years, from over the last sort of 5 or 10 years. And then sort of 5 years ago, it came on quite bad, but they treated it and they got over it. And she had a few years where everything was good. But then, you know, little things started happening again. So she ended up spending a few months in hospital, and that's that. So it is what it is. Tobias, thank you. I'm good. Thank you. Don't worry. It's life, isn't it? These things happen. But we either learn from them or we don't. So I'm living my blooming life, and I'm trying to be healthier. But that's what's partly driving me, and also being around chemicals. I'd like to move away from them. At least a bit. If this channel can grow enough, it can then become, perhaps take up some of the strain of providing an income for bills. Or maybe one day become a full-time thing. There's always a hope and a dream. But no matter what, I'm getting out. I'm less stressed, I'm happier, and I'm becoming healthier. So it's all good. No worries. That's a coffee cheering you. Come on, yes. Yes, you can tell I've had my coffee this morning, and I've had an amazingly long sleep. I think I've had about 10 hours. But that sometimes happens at the weekends, because I've been getting up early every day in the week, about 4, 4:30. Okay, so I'm guessing we're probably half a mile from the Doncaster Hospital, Doncaster Royal Infirmary. All good, happy days. Can't think of a better thing to do on a Sunday morning than getting out and getting some fresh air in your lungs. As fresh as it is. Make the most. Make the most. Don't keep looking at your phone. Get up, get outside, get into nature. It does wonderful things to your soul. Tobias working yesterday had to haul some trailers across the country. Yeah. So you're a lorry driver? Trucks? You drive trucks? Yeah, my dad used to do that. He was in the armed forces, he was in the army. He used to drive tanks. Jasper, yes. I literally walked past a pub and you could smell they were cooking the food for Sunday dinners and it smelled amazing and my tummy was rumbling, but we've gone now. So thankfully that feeling's gone away. Yes. Got to go. No worries, Pat. Thank you. Thanks for popping in. Take care, Pat. Mark David. Hello from New Zealand. How are you, my friend? Oh yeah, Tobias. Yeah, that's right. I do apologise, meaning it's hard to remember all the conversations with all the many people who are coming on now, and it is amazing to talk to different people, but I'm trying to remember everybody. The ones I remember more are the ones who come on quite regular, but that's just through repetition more than anything else. Jasper, thank you. Jerry, is it Jerry or Gary? Sorry. Good morning from Ireland. Morning, Jerry, how are you? Morning.
Morning.
You having fun?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, nice and peaceful this morning.
Yes. She was just picking all the leaves out of the drains outside her house. Good morning from Ireland, Jerry. Mark David, I liked it and went on 666. Awesome. Thank you. Tobias, you're alright, bud. You're not so bad yourself, mate. 109 people on. Good morning, how are you? We're just out walking. At this time of the day, there's more people around. And I've just gone past a guy in his car. And he sort of looked up like that. This is the thing. If I hold it down here, it just looks like I'm on my phone talking to a friend. But you're all my friends. But if I hold it up there, you can tell I'm doing something a bit strange. Well, not strange, am I? You know what I mean? It's getting used to live streaming. Gaz Bob Outdoors, good morning, mate. How are you? Sharon Arnold, good morning from the USA. Thanks for being here. It's so late at night for you guys. Or very early in the morning. Hit that like button, folks. Thank you. Thanks to this. Mark David. This is day 61. Let's just say 10,000 steps every day. So what's that? 600,000 steps, give or take. Like I say, a couple of days over Christmas, I didn't get the full 10 in. But yeah, it's well over 500,000 steps now. Dan, how are you? I've been getting up super early. Every day I've been getting up super early. And doing my live streams at a really early time of the day to get them in before work. So a lot of you guys, you're usually fast asleep in bed just because it's that time of day. So it's nice that you've popped in on the weekends because I'm up and about at a more reasonable, sensible time. So that's 24 minutes in. So we've got just over an hour to go. Maybe a bit longer. We'll see how the day goes. The morning. Dag. Olav. Good morning. How are you? Thank you once again for popping in. Means a lot for all you regulars to pop in and just say a quick hello. Whether you stay, hang around, doesn't really matter. Meaning, I'm grateful that you've popped in and you appreciate coming on. I don't expect anyone to stay on for the full journey, so just come and go as you please, but thanks for being here. Meet your miracle. Get your, what do they call them, 4D baby scans. Weekend off work and a bit hungover. Oh Dan, it's been a while since I've been hungover. Nearly 38 weeks. And I'm more than happy at the moment. I'm not specifically trying it. So that is Doncaster Royal Infirmary over there. So I think we'll turn left here. And we'll walk past the hospital. Cyclist outlet. It's 10 PM Sunday in New Zealand. Oh Mark. Nearly the end of the weekend. Daniel was there last week, 5 in the morning. What, in Doncaster? Awesome. Wherever you were. 5 o'clock, all good fun. That's what I call the happy hour. Yeah, I'm going to call it the happy hour. Right, let's get some merch made. Gonna get some mugs made with happy hour on 5 AM. So we're just walking down towards Doncaster Royal Infirmary. Thing is, this is just a walk to get the steps in. Imagine how many steps you're actually putting in throughout the day. Yes, Liam, yes. And I'm quite active in my job. I'm walking on probably up to 20 lawns-ish, 5 days a week, 6 days a week. And it's like walking up and down in lines which are about 1 metre wide. So I think I'll probably do another 10,000 steps at least during the day. But your body adjusts, doesn't it? Your body gets used to it. So it's trying to do more than what your body's used to. That's what I kind of think. 4 AM on the east coast of USA. Sharon. Wow, nice and early. Or are you ready for bed? Tobias, I think I'm with you there, Sean. Getting up at 3:34 and back home around 6 or 7 at night. That's a trucker's life. Yeah. My dad did it for, well, he's retired now, but he did it for about 40 years. And he really got fed up with it towards the end. He did, he'd had enough. But the good thing is, you could pick any street in the UK and it could take you there with no maps or anything. You know, his mind and knowledge of the UK streets was unreal. I remember we'd gone to the coast, the seaside, for the day, and we were heading back, and my dad was saying, he rang us up, he said, whereabouts are you? I said, oh, we're on this road and we're just going past this. He said, well, in about 5 minutes you're going to pass this little building on your left. He said, and then about 100 metres after that you'll see me coming the other way. And that's exactly what happened. So yeah, all good stuff. Mark, weight change, it's slow. I'll be completely honest with you. Most weeks it's maybe a pound a week, but it's not like it every single week. Some weeks I stay the same. Occasionally I put a little bit on, but that's down to my food choices. And that's one more thing I've got to sort of work on and get good at. But it's probably the hardest one to work on. Gaz Bob Outdoors, you're on the UC diet. Oh God. I should probably apply to that myself. Trouble is, in our house, the kids, whenever you go shopping, all the good stuff goes first, doesn't it? All the nice stuff. the stuff what kids like, that all goes first, and then you're left with like old tins of soup. The tins that you kind of leave behind and you're not bothered about, and nobody wants them, and they stay there for months. He was at the zoo with you as well. Oh, nice one, Dan. Yes. That's right, yeah, Yorkshire Wildlife Park. That was last Saturday, I think, or Sunday, I can't remember. But yeah, we bought the annual passes, so we can just go there now. I'm not that bothered about annual passes, but my wife loves it. And she wants to be able to just up and go whenever she wants, take the kids, and it's just like an afternoon out, and it's a bit of exercise as well. Used to your night walks. I know. This is a lay-in for me today, really much later than normal. Have I invested in a smartwatch? No. I don't feel I'm that far along the journey of needing a smartwatch, but it probably will come. At the moment, as long as I walk an hour and a half every day, I know I've done what I needed to do. I'm not sort of tracking performance or anything, and for what I'm doing at the minute, just walking, I'm quite happy. I've got the Samsung Health app, which is pre-installed on my phone. Guy there jogging, looks like he's got a weighted vest on. Mark, you call neighbours arguing happy hour. Oh, bless. Morning. Oliver Dan. Hello, good morning, Oliver Dan. How are you? Great to be here, mate. Thank you very much for popping in. 95 people on today. Hello and welcome. Just out walking 10,000 steps. Please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if it's anything that you fancy watching again. Don't have to, but I appreciate you being here anyway. Yeah, Liam, that's exactly it, mate. £0.50 over the course of 52 weeks, £26. That's the way I see it. Do you know, I lost, hang on, turn the camera around. When I lost £70, was it? I lost it in 3 months going to the gym, and that was 13 years ago. And yeah, it felt so good to lose that weight so fast and feel really good in myself and feel healthy and feel looking better. To be fair, I'd got a few muscles and it felt really good. But as soon as I got to that condition, I stopped going to the gym, and then everything slowly creeps back on. So I think sometimes the slow and steady approach is the way to go, because it's more likely something you stick to, and your body's got time to adjust. Maybe sort of any skin elasticity issues might fix themselves when you're doing things slow and steady, but I don't know. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a biologist or anything like that. I think sometimes it's a big shock to your body. But I'm saying this, and there is still a part of me that thinks you want it to come faster, you want to get the weight off, you want to get to your target weight really fast. But progress is progress. So every now and again I'll get the feelings in my head of I'm gonna start going to the gym and stuff like that. Tobias, no problem. Here listening, got to toss the trash out. Sardines on toast with raw onion. I'm sorry, Mark, that just really does not work for me. Sardines on toast with onion. I don't like onion, and I quite like a lot of fish. Sardines, I don't really think I've ever had sardines. Morning, Sean. Jodie Fellwalker, how are you, mate? Good to hear from you, mate. Are you off out soon, or are you already halfway through your day, your walk? or are you out on the bike today? Guys, please check out the Geordie Fellwalker. He's a lovely guy. He's out walking, he does wild camping, he goes on his bike. So he's a nice guy to look at. That's wrong, isn't it? Nice guy to look at. What I mean is, go check his channel out. That's enough of that. Jamie! Jamie! So Geordie, you've got a frost. Liam, fair enough. Jamie's rock and soul. Now then, Mansfield massive. Jamie, I meant to ask you last night, which school did you go to? I was telling my wife last night when I came off of your live stream. She said, oh, because I mentioned you're originally from Mansfield, like me. And she said, oh, did you know him? Did you go to school with him? I says, I don't know actually. So I thought I was either gonna come back on and ask you, or just catch up with you at some point. So yeah, let me know which school you went to. Slow and steady, Liam, means a genuine lifestyle change is not just a fad. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Joanne Van Vuren, hello. How are you, Joanne? Thank you for calling on the live stream. Just walking and talking every single day. 10,000 steps. Good healthy habits. Rather than being stuck inside four walls. If you've got reasonable health and you can walk, it's definitely worth doing. You're out in nature, it lifts your mood, makes you feel happier and more fulfilled in life. Blah 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 and all that. Mark David went to Dunedin, New Zealand, started jogging. If I didn't, I would have froze to death. Everyone was jogging. Right, hang on, let me cross over. I don't want to end up in Doncaster Royal Infirmary. Love it, keep it up, Joanne, thank you. Jamie, Manor Comp. Oh, sorry mate, I was a Sherwood hauler. Never mind. I mean, can you imagine that if we both went to the same school and we knew each other? And it's like, oh yeah, Jamie, I remember you, Jamie. But nice to meet you anyway, mate, and hope your bike ride was good last night. It brought back some memories, I tell you. Because we were there last year. We were in a little B&B and it was, well, a little hotel thing. It was terrible, to be fair. I don't know how they did it. There were 4 of us. And it were a deal. It were like £96 for 2 nights with meals, with evening meals. But anyway, the less said of that, the better. Hello. And York Street Comp. Yep. No worries, no worries. You're going out for a walk, mate. Jordan, I'm just catching up on comments, people. Have a good day, Liam. No worries, Liam. Yeah, please guys, give us a thumbs up. Show your appreciation. Subscribe to the channel. All I do is walk and chit chat. We've got a good little community going. There's nothing harmful with a subscription and it's free. Okay. Thanks, Liam, for your support. Never do normal. It is cold outside and you've subscribed. Thank you, Joanne. Right. So what time wise are we on now? 39 minutes. I'm just keeping an eye on the time to see how long things are taking. We won't be too bad with this run, this walk. I reckon we've got another 45 minutes of this. And it should be a fairly decent walk. We're nearly at the halfway point, so I think we're doing quite well actually. I think the walk will complete in about an hour and a half, so that's all good. They love a front gate in that part of Donny. There's not many, is there? Occasionally there's the odd front gate. Not many. There we go. This is a secure front gate. Thanks for liking the stream, Joanne. Thank you very much. Have I tried rollerblades? No. I haven't been on blades or roller skates for a long time. Although saying that, we were at the Butlins last year, Butlins in Skegness. And they've got a tent up there with like a temporary ice rink. And so I went on there with my daughter, but my feet were aching like after about 5 minutes. It was quite hard on my ankles. Okay, that's my little jog done. Jamie, memories of getting caught by the doll. I was painting back in Doncaster in 1989. Get in. Oh, mate. Good times, good times. I do miss Mansfield sometimes. I do go there often. Like I say, my parents and rest of my family live there. We try and get over at least once a month, twice a month. It's not as much these days because my two eldest children, I don't really see them much nowadays. They're too busy with other things. So I miss them quite a lot. Where am I? I'm in, Joanne, I'm in Doncaster in South Yorkshire, which is in the UK. Mark David, 55, he can skate longboard, good fun. Ah, yeah, just practice then, isn't it, I guess. That's new. I don't ever recall seeing that. What's that, a care home? Looks like a care home, unless it's flats. Ledger Grove. Sorry, I'm just reading that. Gosh, my eyes are getting worse. They really are. I think I'm going to need glasses. I'm doing well, really, to be fair, at my age. Everyone in my family's got glasses. Morning. So yeah, everyone in my family's got glasses. And I've never needed them. But I am starting to struggle a bit now in reading anything that's close up. I have to move the phone away to read. It's something I'm putting off, but I think I'm gonna have to get at least some reading glasses. I don't know. Joanne, you went there before to visit your family for a week. Hope I can see you next time I come. What, Doncaster or the UK or Mansfield? You've got family there, have you? That's awesome. Dukey! Dukey! How are you, Dukey? Dukey's been watching the channel for some time, and it's been brilliant to hear from Dukey. Dukey's been on a bit of a mission himself, changing a few things. I'm right proud of you, Dukey. Amanda, am I safe? I hope so. Doncaster. Oh, nice one. So you've got family in Doncaster, that's awesome. Perhaps you'll see me out one day walking. Just because I stay off the wheels these days, me and my wife had a race on our kids' scooters. I fell off and broke 2 ribs. I'm not laughing, I'm seriously weren't laughing. I don't know why I sort of half laughed then, I didn't mean it. A little bit of a football thing going up over there. So we are, in terms of distance, I'd say we are about halfway, because as the crow flies we're going over in that direction, but it's probably another 1.5 miles, 2 miles, something like that. So we are about the halfway point and 45 minutes in. That is good timing. Mark David crashed once, half drunk, going to the liquor store on a longboard. As long as you didn't crash on the way back and drop your liquor. So you count your blessings there. Welcome back, Tobias. Joanne, you really want to see me? You like me? You don't even know me. And I don't mean that in a negative way. But yeah, if ever you're about and you want to go for a walk, we'll go for a walk. Amanda was born in Leeds, not too far away. Tobias, yeah, feeling good. Feeling good today. I've had a decent sleep. It's okay to laugh. My kids and wife did. Isn't it bad though that my automatic reaction was to laugh? I think people do, don't they, when you hear of somebody falling off. You laugh at that, but obviously not laughing at people breaking the ribs and things. That's not nice. No worries, Joanne. It'll be tomorrow morning, nice and early. Probably about 5 o'clock in the morning. Thanks for coming on. You don't drink and drive. You spill too much. Just got to swap hands here. Woo! All good. So 61 days in now. It doesn't feel any worse to be doing an extra, to have gone this far. People are out jogging, look. Joanne, here's your shout out. Thanks for being here. Amanda, thanks for being so nice and sharing. No problem. I'm just me. I'm just being me. All of my family were all really nice people, and we try and do things for other people. We've always been the same. My sister was always the same. We like to help people. It's just how we are, really. So, where we're going now, we're heading back up. Thorn Road is probably a mile away in that direction. Dookie, I'm proud of you, mate. But thank you for the kind comments. Cute doggy. Yeah, you miss your bro as well. It's rubbish, isn't it? It's rubbish. But then that's just wrong, isn't it? It's just wrong. But we all go at some point. There's no escaping that, unfortunately. You have got to make the most of every single day, because you don't know how long we've got left. Mark David, just keep doing it, even if every second day. Yes, absolutely. It makes me feel good when people have come onto this live stream and then told me what they've been doing afterwards, that they've gone on and they've walked, or they've gone to the gym, or started a new career or something, and that's all worth it to me. Poop oh pop. I'm just heading, I can't remember the name of this road, but basically we started off on Thorn Road in Doncaster, and I'm just doing a big loop. It's a different route today. My son's playing football on a field about a mile away, mile and a half. So I dropped him off at 8:45, and I thought I'll come out and get my my 10,000 steps in. Amanda, you miss your dad and mum. Yeah, I'm really fortunate my mum and dad are still here, but they're getting old now, and it's not nice to think, is it? It's just not nice at all. So we do speak to them nearly every single day, and we go down at least every couple of weeks to see them and go for a few hours, have a coffee. So it's nice in that way. Welcome back, Joanne. Right, set. Morning. Hope my son teams win. Yeah, he's actually, I'm not going to knock the team, but the team he was with before were doing really well, and Charlie's actually a really good player, like a really good player, but he has problems with his knee, so he's just doing it for pleasure, really. Rider skater, yeah, it's soccer, but we call it football here. I know football in America is completely different, isn't it? Different sport. Mark David, people don't lie, they live in your heart. Yeah, they do. And I do feel there's more to it when people pass on. And I'm saying this, you might not believe me, but I'm going to tell you something now, and it's just absolutely true. So, in my mum's kitchen, she's got some lights under the kitchen cabinets that are on the wall, and they're usually on. I'm trying to remember how it works, but basically my mum would come down every morning, and this is after my sister passed away, and she would come into the kitchen and she would say, "Morning, Sharon," which is my sister who passed away. And then one day one of these lights started flickering, and she thought nothing of it, and this went on for about 6 or 7 weeks. And this light would flicker every time she said, "Morning, Sharon." Now, Another time, she walked to the opposite side of the kitchen where this other light was, and that one flickered. Now we can't explain it, but that light flickered. And eventually, after a couple of months, they got an electrician in, and she said, you know, we were on one side and one of the lights flickered, and then we got to the other side and the other one flickered. They said that's not possible. They said they're connected, how it's connected electrically, he said they would flicker together, and that never happened. So I do think there's more to it. Blue Wingman, hello. How are you? How are you? Ah, bless him. Yeah, with his knees, good point. Molly and Tilly are fine. Absolutely brilliant. We took them to Manchester yesterday, indoor skydiving. It's a place called iFly. I've done it twice before over the last few years, but we spectated, and the kids did it. They had an amazing time. We've got footage, I've got videos and pictures, and I'm thinking about putting a little video together, and I'll put it up on the channel if anybody's interested. But yeah, rider skater Joanne back. Hello Joanne. Rider skater enjoying a nice brisk walk here in Orlando, Florida. I tried to do 8 miles. That's brilliant. 8 miles. Maybe about 14,000 steps. That's really good. My son is a nurse, first year. That's brilliant. Yeah, it's not nice when people pass away. Dishty! Hello, Dishty! Hello! Brilliant. Loving this. Loving this. Nice to see you all here. Blue Wingman, doing well, that's really cool. You sure also tried indoor skydiving? Yes, that's what we did, indoor skydiving. I've done it 2 times already. My wife bought it for me on my birthday. I've done it twice over the last sort of 5 years. I'm not bothered now. Would be lovely. Okay, I'll see what I can do with the videos. I don't think it'll be a long video because I didn't really get a lot of footage other than my children. I thought about live streaming, but there were other people with their children there, and I don't think they would have appreciated me filming live on YouTube. I like the light story. No worries. Yes, exactly. Awesome. Okay. Remember, anybody new here, please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. We just walk and talk. 10,000 steps a day. So let's look at the time now. We've done nearly an hour. So I reckon the next part will probably only take about 20 minutes, 15 minutes. I need to walk a bit further, but that's fine. There's a lovely park here, Sandal Park, and I can do a bit of walking around there, but let's go round first. We'll probably see my son playing football. Right. But this is Sandal Park. It's a nice place to get out for an hour. Little cafe here, full of people up, coming out for the breakfast. I went in there, not in the cafe, I went for a walk in there a week or 2 ago, and I live streamed it in the afternoon. Amanda, got COVID last year, took cardiac, what? You got cardiac arrest, your kidneys failed. Oh my gosh. That's awful. I'm sorry that got you, Amanda. That's awful. Thankfully, you're still here, and looks like you're starting to make improvements. That's brilliant. Keep looking forward. Blue Wingman, that's nice. Which mode of transportation for long journeys? Car, buses or trains? I don't mind whichever mode of transport. I say bus is the last favourite. It depends what we're doing. We're going to London later in the year and we're going on the train. I don't really fancy driving in London. It's a gold place and I don't know my way around. And there's all them really ridiculous congestion charges. I don't really fancy that, so we're going to go on the train. I bought a ticket to a show that my wife and daughter's going to, and I've got to tag along. Like yesterday, we went to Manchester, and we drove in my wife's car. Now, there were 5 of us in the car, and we took the car because I knew we were going to go into a shopping centre afterwards. We ended up in the Trafford Centre. And I have a van. So I would normally take my van because it's big and spacious. And I like to drive my van. But when there's multi-storey car parks, it gets a bit tight for my van. So we went in my wife's car. But if we're going anywhere, like we're going on holiday to the coast, we'll always take my van. It's a 6-person van. Amanda, you've got this. Keep looking forwards. Think of all the small things which are good in your life. Listen to the birds, open the windows, look at the birds, listen to the birds. Say thank you to yourself for being able to see them. Sounds silly, but it made a big difference to me. Just being thankful and grateful for all the little things. But yeah, a couple of years ago, where did we go? I can't remember. I think it was, let me think, Rotterdam. We went to Rotterdam and we caught a ferry from the UK into Rotterdam. It was just an overnight thing. My wife bought it. And there was a big storm which followed us all the way across, and it was a really horrible crossing. But then we got on a bus at the port and went into Rotterdam, and we were on the bus for over an hour. So it was nice. And I'm just recalling a picture of myself and my wife sat on this bus going into Rotterdam. And I'm walking around Rotterdam. There's loads of bicycles in Rotterdam. Okay, Mark David, do you think Loch Ness was real? I don't know. And I do mean I genuinely don't know. But there's so much we don't know, isn't there? There really is. Oops. There's so much we don't know, and I think a lot of the waters, we don't know what's in them. A lot of the waters haven't been explored. So there's quite possible. Stonehenge, I have no idea about Stonehenge or the pyramids. But I don't believe they were man-made. How can they be? Each stone was like, what, 70 tons or something stupid like that? Ridiculous. 70 tons. Okay, there's no path here, but see how we get on. Looks like there's a walkway where people have previously walked. Yes, and especially for me, whenever I'm sad or depressed, I love to watch Sean's live streams. Oh, Blue Wingman, give over, you're making me feel all emotional. I don't feel like I'm anybody special. I'm just a normal guy. I walk, I talk. I'm just trying to improve my life by being out in nature, being a bit happier, and it's working for me. So I really appreciate it when you say things like that, and I feel quite privileged to be able to have made this happen by starting this and helping one or two of you guys. So thank you. A few people said that. We'll have a look in a minute, see if we can see my son playing. I'll try and find him and zoom in on my new fancy phone. Mark, you've been to Tilbury on a container. Bought on tourist money. Maybe, yeah. Let's see if we can see anything. So he's in blue. And he normally plays a defender position. I might have to get closer and go around the other side, but let's attempt to zoom in. So he's normally somewhere near the goals, but he's potentially over there. It's just too small to see. Okay. Quite a way. We'll go a bit closer anyway. So it's 9:50. We've been going for an hour and 6. I need to keep walking for another 25 minutes. So I may go into the park and have a walk around there. Pass a bit of time. I'll see if I can get down here. Amanda, I'm praying for you. Right, I need to get past this. 2 secs. I need to watch what I'm doing. Right, there's a car coming. I just run round here. Okay. See if we can spot him. That might be him there. I think that's him. On the right, blue, just walking to the right. It's hard to see from here. In fact, no, he's got more hair than that. It's not easy to see from behind. Unless he's wearing yellow, actually. I think he might be in yellow. Because the other team's in red. So if he's in yellow, he'll be at the back. That's him there. In the middle of the screen, the middle of those 3 yellows, that's him with the orange trainers on. Orange football boots, that's him. Yes, they're playing football. Okay, just catching up on some comments. I want to get past all this mud. Not the best place to have walked. Alright, got a question for you. How does a boy's cell phone propose to his girlfriend? I don't know, Mr. Blue Wingman. But I know you're going to tell us. Share a bit of fun, bit of humour. which we all need. I know, Amanda, all over COVID. It's wrong. It is wrong. A lot of people have been affected by it, haven't they? One of my customers, he nearly died with COVID. He was in a bad way for a few months. Joanne, hello again. Are they playing football, Blue Wingman? Yes. Yes, playing football. He's in a little team. They're all under 18s. Keep spreading the positivity. Change your habits. Change your life. Good morning. How are you? Thanks for being here. Try and get some of this mud off my shoes. I don't want to take this back in the car. Okay. GZH, is this one of those crazy park guys? Maybe. How you doing? No, mate, I'm just out doing my 10,000 steps. Do it every day, but the footpath ended over there. So I've just been walking down a load of mud, which is not very good. My son is playing football over there. So while he's doing his match, which takes 90 minutes, I've come out and done my morning walk. In fact, I need to keep walking up, so I'm not going to get my 10,000 steps in. He gives her a ring, of course. Nice one, Blue Wingman. That is quite a good one, actually. You're in the wrong job, mate. You need to start a comedy channel in the nicest possible way. So where we started is this road going down there. An hour and 12 minutes ago, called Thorn Road. So we're going to head back down there, and then I need to walk for maybe another 10-15 minutes, so I may just walk across the park a bit and give you a bit of scenery. I think that's a plan. It always feels good to know that you've done something for you when you've done it. That's what it's all about. You've got to put you first. You've got to make yourself the best version of you can, just by, you know, if you're saying to yourself, oh, I want to eat better, I need to be a bit more active, then just go and do that walk. Even if it's 5 minutes, you walk to the end of the street. When you get back, you know that you've done it. You know you feel better, and you feel like, yes, we've got this. We've done it. And that is what you need. Just that feeling, because that feeling will make you go and do it again another time. Plan it. Tell yourself you're going to do it. Tell yourself you're going to do it tomorrow. If you can do it every day, fantastic. For me, it's easier to do it every day than certain days, this, that and the other. Just do it anyway. Oh, Amanda. Yeah, my sister was on a ventilator. The worst thing in the world, those ventilators. I know exactly what you're going through, Amanda. Absolutely horrific. You just want to pull them out, don't you? You just want to pull them out and get them out. So like a reaction to get them out of your body. Blue Wingman, do I like using the computer? I'm expecting a joke. But yes. I am a little bit geeky, nerdy with gadgets and techno stuff. More so when I was younger. I used to do programming. I taught myself programming. Then I went to college. and I learnt more about programming, coding, and I built a barcode scanner on a circuit board, and then I wrote the software to control it. So really I should have had a career in computers, but I didn't, and life's taken me down a different path, a path where my feet walk. And here's a question for you, Mark David. I went for walks to letterbox and kitchen. Awesome. It's a start, mate. You went to the letterbox and the kitchen. Ah, love it. Love it. Right, so this is our car. So this is where we started an hour and 15 ago. So I'm going to keep walking. I think what I'll do, I'll go down this path. I'll put the phone pointing a different way because there's kids. But there's a nice little lake. We'll have a walk around there actually. That only takes about 15 minutes. How does the mouse get out from the Roman cathedral? You've thought about this one, haven't you? Or is it one you've seen online somewhere? I don't know. I need to know now. Now you've told me, I need to know. It clicked on an icon and opened another window. Boom, boom. Yeah. Nice. Amanda, why did my kidneys fail? I don't know the answer. I really don't. I really don't. You know, I've just got memories of this park from sort of 8 years ago with my kids when they were much younger, on that little one there that goes backwards and forwards. I can't show you because there's people over there. Amanda, we're all here for you. And I don't know, I'm not a doctor, I don't have medical advice. The only things I can say, as with most people, is try and give you the body its best chance, as in, and by the way, this isn't advice, this is all I can think of. Good nutrition, less stress, try and be positive minded, optimistic, and I know it's easier said than done, and I know it's like ridiculous sometimes to think, but I think there's a lot to life that we don't know, like mindset, being positive and looking for the small things in your life. So what I mean by that, how long got left? No, I've got to walk. I was going to sit on this bench, but I'll sit down for a couple of minutes and then I'll carry on walking round. Right. So, what I mean, Amanda. Woo! Close up, that's not good, is it? What do I mean? For me, as I'm out and about, I'm noticing, I hear the birds. And I think, that's lovely. And I sit in my back garden, it's much like now, sitting on a bench. And I sit here and I think, this is beautiful. So what I'm doing is I'm appreciating nature. I'm looking at these and I'm just thinking, you know, nature is amazing. And the more you watch it, you'll notice that there'll be mums and dads with the kids, and you think, oh, that's lovely. Little families. So it's just appreciating nature and appreciating all the small things. So it's also watching the sun coming up and appreciating the sun coming up and the sunsets and anything that's happened in your life which might have made you smile or laugh. So my daughter Molly is a massive fan of Taylor Swift. Like, stupid. She's got posters all over a wall. She's got a balloon of Taylor Swift, which was blown up in September from her birthday, and it's still up. Every night she comes down from being in her bedroom and she puts Taylor Swift on YouTube, and she'll say, I'm going to do a show for you. And so she runs upstairs and she's got all these outfits what she's bought. We've got them off Temu and Shein, because, you know, we're not spending stupid money. When anyway, she comes down, she put these outfits on, and she'll do a little dance with Taylor Swift playing up telly, and it makes me smile. It makes me smile. And then she says, come on Dad, get up Dad, you're my backing dancer. And I always say, oh, not tonight Molly, I can't be bothered. But she says, come on, so I get up. And it just makes me chuckle, it makes me laugh. And so I remember these things. And when I come in from a walk, the dogs are always there, and their tails are going like that, and they just want to jump up and fuss you. So all these little things lift your mood. And I think you have to get yourself into this good mood as often as you can. So for me, it took about 3 days genuinely of walking to start appreciating all these small things, and I felt happier on a regular basis. And by doing this, I feel a lot more positive, a lot more optimistic about life, about the future, about what's gonna come. So I'm starting to feel thankful for what I've already got, and I'm starting to feel thankful about what's yet to come. So I say thank you to myself as I'm walking along. I say thanks for seeing these birds, it's beautiful. Thanks for the show last night, thanks for raising my own mood. Yeah, and that's what I want you to try. I don't know if it's real, I don't think it's going to work or anything, but I don't know. All I can tell you is what happened to me. And I think, so having a positive mindset is half the battle with anything, reducing your stress levels. So all that side of thing, along with good nutrition, might be the way to go. That is as much as I can give you, Amanda, because I really have no idea about anything. I'm just a normal guy. I work for myself. I work in people's gardens. But all I can say is it's made me happier also by doing all these walks. So it might be something to think about, something you feel like you want to do. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera around. We're going to carry on walking. I want to get another sort of 10-15 minutes in. So we're going to keep walking around this lake, and then we'll head back to the car and wait for him to finish his football. No worries, Amanda. Blue Wingman, I'll come back to you in a second. Favourite subject of a witch. Look at these. They're just after something to eat, aren't they? They're bored or they're starving, I don't know. He's watching me. I wonder if they'll come to me thinking I've got bread. I don't know if we're allowed to feed them. But the water's pretty frozen. He was just sat down there, look. No worries, Amanda. Hopefully, it would be nice to think that all this stuff works, this mindset stuff. Again, I'm just a guinea pig trying it on myself, and it's kind of working, and I feel happier every day. I really do. Do you like Taylor Swift songs? Spend 3 minutes with a tree, the tree will call you. Mark, I agree. I agree. I totally agree. I've been, how can we say, over the last couple of years, my mind and everything's been opening up to the ideas that there is more to life. There's a lot more things that we don't know about. Yeah? Like spirituality and manifesting, law of attraction. I'm not going to talk about it too much because most people on here aren't that bothered. But it's just something that I've had a half interest in. And so I've been going down all sorts of paths with Joe Dispenza and several others. And I've been trying a bit of meditating, which is pretty cool, but I haven't done it enough. But yeah, I actually went and held onto a tree in my garden. And I did feel kind of good. But that was last year. Or it might have been the year before. Anyway, I just think there's more to life. Believe it or not, there's another story for you. Swift, shake it off. Cold swills, yes I'm doing mate, don't think too much, I know. This is how my mind works. You know when Christmas, right? We went to Cumbria. We stopped at a little beautiful cottage in the middle of the countryside. There's hardly any phone signal. But the people who own it, they've got all these books on the bookshelf. Now, most in my family have got no interest in like, what can we call, academic books, professional books. But I picked a couple of them up. And one of them, it was this author. I wish I'd taken a picture of it, but the author was talking about trees and he studied them. And he genuinely believes that trees have some sort of consciousness, as in they do talk to other trees. And when one tree is being attacked, as in the leaves are getting eaten by a zebra, the tree gives off a signal. And this signal, I think she looks like she's live streaming, this signal goes to these other trees and they release a chemical. So these trees actually sort of communicate as if to say, look, hey, look, there's danger coming. And then these other trees release some sort of chemical to make their own leaves taste more toxic to the not the zebra, the giraffe, sorry. Anyway, there you go. There you go. So that's that conversation. That's how I lose people watching the live streams, when I talk about strange things. Right. So yeah, it's quite wet and boggy here. So we've been live streaming for an hour and 27 minutes. We'll just walk around this bit and I will go back to the car. Maybe we can stay in the car on a live stream and chat. What time is it? 10:11. I think my son will be finished by 11 or just after 11. So we've got about 50 minutes before he finishes. People fishing here. Thank you for not feeding us bread. Okay. No worries, Amanda. Okay, right. So yeah, imagine if trees do actually talk to each other. I know the roots are connected underneath, and I know that through also my knowledge in lawn care. They've got what's called mycelium, like micro roots, very thin roots, which all connect under the ground. Grass does. This is what I'm talking about, grass, by the way. But it's not impossible to imagine that trees do something similar and do actually communicate. Guess we'll never know unless we see them like leaning over and talking to one another. Anyway, that's a bit of a random conversation. You've seen that done in labs. The plants start shaking before being cut. Really? That's amazing. That is amazing. I'll tell you, just because they can't talk, it seems we've all got like a joined consciousness. And I'm talking about consciousness, and I'm feeling a bit uneasy talking about it to you, because I don't want to lose subscribers. So this is why I'm just sticking to the walking. But all I'm trying to say is I think there's more to it, and we don't know. We don't have all the answers. Right. Yes, what we're going to do now is head back towards the car. We'll get in the car, and we'll see what happens after that. Feel free to chat about anything. Okay. YouTube. Anybody want to know about YouTube? Anybody looking to do something on YouTube and try and make money on YouTube? Because if you are, I've got another channel that's been actively going for 3 years, and I've got 38,000, I think, 38,000 subscribers. But it's all about grass and talking about grass. But if you've got any questions about that, I might be able to help. I'm not saying I know everything, but that channel's gone well and does make money. Amanda, yeah. Dishty, yeah. Okay. Yeah, if you've got any questions, let me know. So I don't know if I want to sit in the car. It's nice here, isn't it? But anyway, let's go to the car. We've had a good walk. We've done an hour and a half, give or take. I think with YouTube, if you want to make it on YouTube, the key is being consistent. That's one thing, and not to worry about what you look like, what you talk like, what you sound like, or anything like that. Because, well, let me get in the car and we'll talk properly. Whew. Anyway, so there you go. Still 34 people on. Hope you're giving us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. We're going to have a little chat about YouTube now for the next amount of time until we've had enough. I'm just going to get back in the car, take my jacket off. Right. Just a second. I'll stick you there while I take my coat off. 2 secs. Okay. Right. Turn that off. There you go. Right, so where do you want to talk? What do you want to talk about YouTube? Like I say, I will start off by saying I am not a YouTube expert at all. So don't think I am. Don't think I have all the answers. Don't think I'm always right. Often I get it wrong, but the channel has grown every single year over the last 3 years. 32,000. Hang on. Is it 38? I can't remember exactly how many subscribers I've got. If I come off of this channel now, I'm probably going to... It'll probably close the live stream, so I don't want to do that. A better position. That's a good position, but I can't hold the can't hold my phone there. So you've got to look at me from this angle, like that. Yeah, TikTok. It's just. I think it's more for younger people, isn't it? TikTok. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I'm not sure if I've got 32,800 or 38,200. I'm pretty sure it's 38,200 subscribers. So, where do we start? Has anybody got any questions? Basically, I actually started the channel about 8 or 10 years ago, and I put one video on with a really old phone. Yeah, I've got TikTok because I upload a couple of my videos onto there for this channel. I'm just putting it out everywhere, Instagram, TikTok. I've even set up a Facebook page just because people like different ways of communicating, so I'm just seeing what happens. But YouTube is my favourite way. So I started the other channel, which is called Lawnright Lawn Care, LAWNRIGHT. And I put one video on about 8 years ago. Mark. Oh God. Say no more. Say no more. And that one video was a really old video on an old phone. It was really pixelated. It was poor quality. It was really bad quality. It wasn't even like 720 pixels or something. So it was grainy, but I put it on and that was that. So I left it up. And then 3 years ago, I started the channel properly. I got into it. I saw another YouTuber on lawn care. And his channel was doing well, and he'd got, you know, a few thousand subscribers. I thought, because I'm quite motivated by money and growing business and trying to become a success. So I could see he was doing it, and I could see that you could make money from YouTube. So I thought, do you know what? I'm gonna give it a go for a little while. And so I started making videos. Now I started off with, I think, 96 subscribers. And I'd had those 96. I'd had those. Hi Pat, I'm back in the car now, and I'm just waiting for my son to finish football. I've probably got another, what time is it? 22. I've got about 45 minutes to wait for him. So I've asked if anybody wants to talk about YouTube and what I want to talk about. So I've got another YouTube channel. So yeah, this other channel. So I started posting regular 3 years ago. And in the first year, it went from 96 subscribers to approximately 6,000. And then second year, it went from 6 to 21,000 subscribers. And then last year, 21,000 subscribers to 38,000 subscribers. So the channel is growing. Now let's talk about how it grows. Consistency has to be the way, without a doubt. And I'm just reminding you that I'm not an expert, by the way. So people are leaving now. I'm looking at the live stream. The numbers are going, but that's fine. This channel is all about walking and improving yourself. But this is just a bit of extra chit chat. Found someone to talk to. No probs. Yeah, so the channel, just basically, it's all about being consistent and uploading videos on a regular basis. That's the main thing. But it's got to be something you are at least either knowledgeable about, or you are passionate about. Now, when I say passionate, and I think this is what has worked in my case, instead of just talking like this, yeah, so if you want to be better at knitting, then do this stitch, then do that stitch, and then there you go. You know, that's quite boring. So passionate is when you're kind of excited, you're animated about something, like I am now. It's like, oh yeah. You know, when you're remembering something exciting and you're telling one of your friends, this is what I mean with passion. It's how I'm talking to you now. So let's say I'm remembering my wedding day. Oh yeah, it was such a great day. Oh, and this thing was so funny, and the sun was out, and it was really good. That's how you should talk on a YouTube video. You've got to be passionate. And even if you don't know everything about the topic, your passion will drive it forwards. So your passion will drive it forward. Now, if you're knowledgeable as well, then that is the other way to go with YouTube. But you can learn knowledge as you go, and as long as you've got your passion. But for me, I know a lot about grass, turf, lawns. So you could ask me questions about that, and I could give you an answer. I don't know everything, but I know quite a bit. And I can get a lawn that's just dirt and turn it into a nice lush green lawn. So that's fine. That is absolutely fine. So is there anything that you can talk about that you, for example, you sat down with your friend in your house, at a coffee shop, wherever, you're having a conversation with your friend, what is the one thing that you can talk about with ease, that comes to you nice and easily? And that's something that you can talk about on YouTube, because there is an audience on YouTube for just about anything. Right. Amanda. Thanks, Pat. Amanda, can I be honest? I love feeding people, the homeless. See, that's great. That's so selfless of you to do that. It's really good. That's really good. You're doing something to help fellow humans. And we're all kind of related to one another in some aspects, aren't we? We're all human beings. And if we believe everything, we've all come from Adam and Eve somewhere, somehow. So we're all kind of brothers and sisters in one way. You love feeding people. What a brilliant thing to do, Amanda. Mark, just reading your comments. Pat, some advice trying to conquer the fear of stage fright. Do it anyway. Harder, easier said than done, I know. There is a book called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. I've never read it. I think I bought it once. I haven't got it now, but I bought it once, never read it. But I think it's just the title of it, which is Feel the Fear but Do It Anyway. And I think the message behind that is that life, it gets easier the more you do it, but just do it anyway. A little bit of fear is a good thing. On YouTube, what you've got to remember is that people don't care about you. They don't. Unless you built up a fan base. But people don't care. People are just scrolling. They're just doing that on the phone all the time, scrolling. And if your message kind of resonates a bit, then they'll stick around. They're not bothered what you look like. Look at Dodash. 1,000 subscribers to 80,000 subscribers now. I mean, one of their videos went really viral fast, which is what made it grow. And that virality has stopped now. And because the virality stopped, her income has slowed right down. But even now, she's going to be making a full-time income now. So she's got to find her way and what she's going to talk about. But she always talks about being yourself and being authentic. Don't worry about editing. Don't worry about putting makeup on. Just be yourself. And she is. She squeals and screams, but she's lovely, you know? And she talks about door dashing. She talks about doing exercise and what she's been doing and going to Disneyland. Feeding the homeless. Mark David, you've done the horticultural course. Didn't like the Latin. See, I've not done that. I worked for a lawn care company called Green Thumb 25 years ago, and all they did was put me on a couple of courses to get my qualifications. Most of it was on the job training, and we did a couple of extra courses through the STRI, which was teaching you more about weeds and grass and environments and things. But the bulk of my knowledge came was when I decided to set up in business on my own. And because I was more responsible then, I took it all in. No worries. Right, so yeah, all I can say with YouTube is just keep going. You will, in the early days, so my other channel grew quite quick. This channel is growing differently. It's growing, it feels like it's growing slower, but I think it's because on my other channel I'll put a video out, and at the right time of year, so like spring, summer and autumn, I can put a video out and get 2,000-3,000 views in a few hours. On this channel I can put a video out and get 10 views. It's completely different, but I can see it's going, it is growing. So in the beginning with this channel, I'd put a little video out and get no views. Another video out and get no views. Another video out and get 1 view. And then another 2 or 3 videos out and get no views. And then after several videos, I might get 1 like and then no views. And then eventually you start getting views more regular and the odd comment. And eventually you might get a subscriber. Subscribers come last. They don't come first, they come last. You've got to get the views first, and it doesn't come like that unless you're a natural, unless everything's aligning up for you. Okay, just looking at your comments. So yeah, like I say, with YouTube, if you want to do it, you can do it, and you can make money from it. Once you've got 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, which will come once you get to around the 1,000 mark, you are getting there with the watch hours anyway. And it's amazing how fast that builds up. Like one of my videos now, it could have 30 watch hours, even though it's only had like 100 views, for example. It's because people are watching them for so long. So it builds up fast. Now you can earn money from like super chats and super thanks on your videos when you've got less subscribers. But yeah. Black lines. You're up near Thorn. Brilliant. I come to Thorn on a regular basis in my business, treating people's lawns. Yeah, I'm on Thorn Road at the moment. I'm just parked up outside Sandal Park. My son's playing a football match. I've been out and done my 10,000 steps now. Best time of year to plant grass seeds, spring or autumn, Mark. You want the grass to be actively growing. Once it's actively growing and there is no frost, then they should be absolutely fine. Give the surface a scratch first, so at least some soil is exposed. If you want to do it properly, scarify and aerate, then scatter your seeds and then get a thin layer of topsoil or compost and rub it in across the surface on top of the seeds and just give it a bit of a firming down. Pat Hop, you're so positive and sweet. Gotta be. You've gotta be positive. I'm not like this all the time. I'm not like this all the time. I think more so when I'm on my own. Sounds a bit funny, that. I think when you're around other people, other people's moods can rub off on you. Even though you try and be positive and raise them up, eventually it can grind you down a bit when they're being like down or depressed or whatever. But yeah, I think the more positive you are, the better. Oh, sorry, Amanda. Sorry, what have you been saying? You give soup. Sounds like you've got to go. No worries, Amanda. Take care. Thanks for popping on and thanks for being here. Hope you have an amazing day. It's all amazing every day if you make it amazing and you're here. Get that window open, listen to the birds and smile. It'll come, promise you. Right, I think we're all done here. I've run out of things to say now. You've been with me now for an hour and 50 minutes while we've done the 10,000 steps. We've been a walk around the lake. I've seen my son playing football. We've had a little bit of a chit chat and we've had a bit of a chat about YouTube. So unless there's anything else you want to talk about, my throat's getting a bit sore now. No worries. Take care, Pat Hop and everybody else. So I think we'll call it a day on this live chat, but I'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks, Norma, you're still here. Fantastic. Thank you. Brilliant. Have a good one, guys. And we'll see you soon. Amanda, praying for you. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.